So Duane Youngblood came out and says that TD Jakes, aka Cakes, was about the freaky deaky. It's an interesting exclusive. You know, TD Jakes was all at the Diddy party, all happy, clappy, all dancing and what have you. Now this comes out and about. What do I think about it? Do I believe Youngblood? I do. I do. I think that there's always been something that seems kind of off with TD Jakes. And you know, a lot of these ministers, a lot of people in these positions have used sway and power, you know. Um, and not just, and everyone just assumes they like to say the priests or something like that, but these ministers too, you know, have had situations. You know, when all that stuff came out with the late James Cleveland and Eddie Long, you know, people have kind of like looked the other way. But then sometimes when stuff happens, you can't look the other way. You got to call it like what it is. You know, it's something that is really real and the freaky deaky ways. And we always hear about, just recently, I heard about the Church of England and how that's been going on, which it's a funny story. Because when I was a young boy, I went to all kinds of churches. And one of the churches I used to go to was Catholic churches. And my grandmother, for whatever reason, on my mother's side, would always say that those priests tend to go a couple different directions. And, you know, it was amazing to hear that story because at that time, no one talked about it. You got to remember, this way before social media, way before there was the AOL and the Sunday papers and the Yahoo and all that. This was kept under the wraps. So when I hear about industry freak-offs and Diddy parties and Hugh Hefner parties and Harvey Weinstein, all these other stuff, it's been happening in the church because a lot of this stuff has been just swept underneath the carpet because it's looked the other way. You know, the fashion show of the church took over with the hats and the clothes and all that. But some of your ministers are some of the biggest pimps pushers there are on the planet. Tax deductible, get to hang out the White House and get to get everything swept. How I know? Because if you're a PK kid or if you've been associated with PK kids, that's preacher's kids for those who don't know, you know what I'm talking about. And the freaky deaky, ain't that surprising. The thing about old Cakes, though, is that he's been around for a long time. And see, he get mad when people call him out on some stuff and try that. But he can't really shut this down because this man then came out and talking verbatim about the allegations, saying it. And when I see Duane Youngblood, I'm watching it and say, okay, okay. I mean, you can give dates, you can give times, you can say locations, you can say how you felt, what was told to you, this or that. And a lot of people don't understand ministers, priests, etc. looked at like pop singers. I actually went to a church and one of the ministers had girls up in the rows just screaming and just, ah, you know. And I've been to other churches where the minister was there and he had his hair done and they're like, and everybody everybody all Mr. Clean. It's like, okay, I say, okay, I see you over there. You super fly. That is how it comes off. So when you hear these kind of stories, because people don't believe you, they would never believe that that would happen and all that, you know. I grew up I was real young, but I remember when Reverend Ike used to be on the radio. And you know what I'm talking about. Reverend Ike would tell you, you would put $5 in my collection plate. Reverend Ike was on every magazine looking like Billy D. Williams and had luxury cars. And it was all tax deductible. Everybody knew how it got down. You take it how you want to take it, and you look at it how you want to look at it. But when you start getting into the freaky deaky, there's a lot of exchanges and strange for the change that goes on. So I wouldn't downplay this guy at all because I believe that there is a lot more that's involved with it. And we're going to hear about it with Ole TD Jakes, aka Cakes, what this is about because believe me, this ain't the first time. And this guy was pretty descriptive. So you let me know what you think out there. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share of if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay true, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.